Welcome to Cricket Caviar. Another day in the island life, dressed up as a West Indian to party, but it was England's night. It was totally England's night. They dominated the game. Shikhar, thoughts?
I think Pratik, you must be a very happy person. You always wanted West Indies to get exposed because you always believed they were a fluke side. All the viewers know that your tone for West Indies cricket, and today actually you got proved correct because this was a very semi-professional performance. I think in the field, if you see West Indies, they were giving away easy singles, which England were not, and the two drops by Nicholas Puran, it was a very semi-professional fielding display by West Indies. The way they are bending when they are trying to save the boundaries, I don't think there is the fitness or the effort there present. But yeah, man, I'm disappointed with the batters as well because the last 5 overs scoring 43 against a team like England is not acceptable. 180 was super subpar on this pitch. There was no way, 195 was the minimum you should have scored. There was no way West Indies was going to win this. And we had some false hopes because of Roston Chase bowling a superb spell to right-handers. But I don't think there was any hope. We knew that at the end, without Obed McCoy, again, a wrong selection, there was no chance for West Indies there.
This is a result of defensive selection. We talked in the preview, they need McCoy because England bowling looks much superior. That's what we said in the preview. If they had about McCoy, then the teams would be very similar in terms of batting, spin, and fast bowling. They are losing because they were always worried about their batting. They had played extra better either in the form of Chase or Romario, and today they paid for that. Manisha, your thoughts about the game?
Yeah, I'm extremely gutted. I feel so bad. But yeah, I mean, I cannot pinpoint a single West Indian player. I think every one of them was bad except Roston Chase bowling.
Robin
Whether
batted well.
yeah, I mean, see, I mean, yeah, he played well, I know that, but now final thing is like we were some runs short, right? That is what Shikhar is trying to say. They themselves played against Afghanistan in the same venue and they scored 200 plus. So they are aware that the runs they scored is so less. So maybe I don't know why Hetmer is not playing. He's so good in the middle order. Why they bring him for fielding
And
and
Rovman
then
Powell actually did very well, Manisha, like you said.
yeah,
But he should have stayed on for some more time because,
correct.
everyone is just going to go big. I thought he hit 3 sixes in that over. That was enough. He should have just stopped. But the way West Indies play, they play with lot of
True.
intent. So I
They
can't
lot of
blame him for
yeah.
going for that 4-6 versus Livingston. But after that, the finishing was damn poor. I think
Yeah,
why they played Chase Chase has bowled well today, no
exactly.
doubt, but why
Yeah,
they
yeah,
played Chase if they are not using him as a number 3? Once
correct.
their opener got retired, hurt Brandon King, they should have sent in
Exactly.
Chase and kept Puran for
Correct.
the back end, but
Yeah.
they sent in
True,
Puran,
true.
who struggled massively today. I think he is the villain of the match, Nicholas Puran today. He
Absolutely,
struggled
absolutely.
really badly with the
Yeah,
bat and with the keeping.
yeah.
He dropped those
Dropped catches.
Yeah, he dropped 2
Exactly.
catches
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Soumya,
And
where
that
do you
also
think they lost
Instigated
the
fault.
match?
salt.
Batting or bowling?
Sorry?
That also fault also.
Where
Yeah.
do you
How
think
can
they
you
lost
lost
the match? Batting or bowling?
No, batting
No,
definitely.
see, I
Batting.
think both these teams are batting heavy. They are firepowers. Whoever wins the toss chases, and whoever chases, they win. If West Indies had chased today, they would have won the game. The pitch, I might have even gotten faster in dew. Those
Yeah.
things are there. Plus, I think both the English bowling attack, Archer is the only firepower they have. If he fires, because he is still just coming back from injury. So there's a very high chance that he might not perform to the level that we're expecting him to. So I don't see
I
any.
agree with
He's
Somil.
performing.
The chasing team had an
No,
advantage.
today was his
and-
first. Like, he's okay. I mean, I'm not saying he bowled absolutely brilliantly today, but he's getting better.
Better. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Archer made a big difference. It's 16th over, you are giving just 4
Yeah.
runs to Nicholas Puran and getting him
And-
out also in the same over.
Yeah, if
That's
you
actually
look
the
at
big
that
momentum
over,
shift from that match actually.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think if you look at that over, it is not just that's why I didn't say Archer bowled really well. It was a lot of those balls should have been 4 because it was wide Yorker. He could have squeezed them out. He was just not. He was not his day today. He just
yeah.
couldn't put bat to ball.
Yeah.
He missed so many shots today.
Who? Puran?
Puran.
I don't know what
Puran
happened. He
was
actually
just-
hit a beautiful
Always
six of Markwood in the
overconfident.
very
He's
beginning, and
always
95.
I think the
he hit.
pitch was slow, man. The pitch was
200
spinning.
plus.
Puran was
The
9 of
pitch was okay
16
for
of
me.
9.
The pitch was
16 of
okay.
9. He started in his usual fashion, and then I don't know why he started batting slowly, not taking enough singles against the
But
spinners.
I have to tell one thing. He's a very overconfident player. Sometimes I feel he just gets carried away. That those drops, those unnecessary chirping. I mean, I just feel sometimes he's too casual with his the way he plays, the way he keeps. I really don't like his.
He's actually a very rhythm kind of player. If he's getting it in the from the middle of his bat, it will just keep going. But the day when he's not getting it off the, we saw it versus Papua New Guinea. He was 5 of 15 in that match also. And today again with the keeping, he just carried his batting form to his keeping. He dropped those catches, and he was under pressure. He was sledging Phil Salt unnecessarily. I think that was so
Yeah,
That's a
unnecessary.
good point. I
instigating
think because of
Salty.
his batting, his keeping was affected today. Yeah, because of bad batting.
Yeah.
But
But,
I'm
I
so
think-
disappointed.
I
I think
think-
now West
yeah.
Indies are playing a
Yeah.
do-or-die match versus South Africa,
Yeah,
where I think South
Yeah.
Africa may be more confident.
Correct.
We don't know what will happen in South Africa
Yeah.
versus England.
Yeah,
But if South Africa win that game, I think, or they'll come with big confidence. And one good knock by Klaasen or Miller, they can take them
Yeah.
down. West Indies will have to unleash the wrath of God against South Africa. They can't play timidly like this, like how Puran played today, or how the death overs, how they batted, or how they selected Chase over, someone like Obed McCoy or Shamar
Yeah.
Joseph.
Not
That
Chase.
is
I
timid
think
selection.
they should have played. What is that?
oh,
What is
what
that other
happened?
keeper? Shea Hope.
Yeah.
He actually did okay in the last match.
But
Yeah.
Chase is an all-rounder, so usko khilaye. I'm not unhappy. You can't play Romario Shepherd is
Romario
horrible.
Shepherd. He
What
should
is
be
that
dropped.
bowling, man?
That's
So
He
it.
I hit
actually
30, but look
batted
at the
poorly
length.
also today.
I think Pratik ek chakka tu bhi maar deta. Those bowling pe. Like the
No,
length
but
tha wo.
also the problem with Shepherd was he comes so late. I mean, Rutherford is more than enough to play those last some few balls. Why is this guy
Yeah.
Romario Shepherd there? He was so horrible. Like Phil Salt was playing with him, toying with him. That 30 runs. Oh my God.
And
Oof.
even
special.
with the and even with the bat, he didn't rotate strike at all. I mean, the last 2 balls he just consumed. He ran 2 byes. He didn't give strike enough to Rutherford. He ended with 5 runs of 7 balls. I think he's known
Yeah.
as a big hitter, but he couldn't connect any today. So I think Romario Shepherd, you can carry him only if you have a very good seam bowler. And unfortunately, Alzari is not that good as bowler that
Very
you can carry
predictable.
Romario Shepherd along with
Very
him.
predictable.
Very off
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
But I have to give
Yeah.
credit to Moeen Ali and Adil Rashid. They showed all their experience today. Maybe they also learned from Australia's death bowling that
Yeah.
game they lost, because they were
Yeah.
phenomenal in the death bowling today. And Archer,
Yeah.
when that one particular over from Archer against Puran was something
Yeah.
to watch. He first time I feel like he was back, like the way he bowled in those England
Yeah.
test matches. He was phenomenal.
But for me, the surprise was Bairstow. I mean, Salt, I know. I mean, he's the hero from like IPL and all this.
Yeah.
But what happened to
Hey,
Bairstow?
Bairstow took off.
Oh my
Wow, that
God.
was unbelievable. Like
No,
Yes.
I think
So-
Manisha, the match situation was so simple that it
Yeah.
was less than 10 runs per over, so there was no pressure actually. You
Yeah,
can
actually,
see
Bairstow always
what-
falls under pressure,
what
but that time
happens
he
under
did not.
pressure.
True.
This was a
True.
very low total. Actually, 180 was very subpar, and the power play where they could have actually won the match. West
Yeah,
Indies
but-
was the power play if they had taken 2 or 3 wickets at least, but they
And
didn't take
Akil
even a
could
single
not take.
wicket.
Yeah.
in the
And even
power
West
play.
Indies power play, their batting power play, they were unlucky because King got injured, because they were 4 overs 40.
Yeah.
They could have made 60 or 65. They only made 52 in the next 2
Yeah,
overs.
I mean, it's a very, very unlucky day for West Indies. They deserve to be, actually, they are one of the deserving teams, but it's just bad luck cursed upon by Pratik that, that hit them today. Because it's all unlucky. If you see the match flow, it's
I mean,
totally
how
unlucky.
often, very rare to see Dreras gone first ball,
Yeah,
right? Also.
Yeah. Also
Yeah,
bad
it's just
decisions,
unlucky.
man. I mean, yeah, we cannot always tell that it's luck. They did had some bad decisions like playing Romario Shepherd,
See,
dropping Obed
West
McCoy,
Indies had
and
16 overs, 141, and they were showing in the stats that the highest
Yeah.
run rate for any team in the last 3 years in T20 is West Indies. Last 4 overs, they make 12 runs an
Yeah.
over. But today they made 39 runs in last 4 overs. That
Yeah,
was
because of those two, and Adil Rashid with that 17th over.
No,
That's
I
very
don't think.
brave.
I think what happened was, if you look at the wickets, I think who was batting with Puran at the time? There was someone
Johnson
else.
Charles was
Norman
batting.
Powell.
Then
Yeah, no,
Charles
the 15th over. 15th over pe, I think Charles got out. And then
Yeah,
next over pe,
Robert Powell was batting.
Powell should be there.
sorry,
No,
no, it was
Powell got
Powell
out.
and
Charles got out in
it
12th
was
over or
yeah,
something.
it was Powell and Puran. They were building up a good partnership. And then 15th over pe, that there was 20 runs ka over mark ke, he got out.
Yeah.
The next
that-
over pe Puran got out. So two new batters came in, Russell and Rutherford.
Russ-
So now they were under pressure. He 4 over hai.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
getting my first ball now. Russell तब भी try किया मारने के
Yeah.
लिए. ठीक है अभी नहीं मार सकते तुम आके नहीं मार सकते. नहीं होता सबसे.
Actually, if you see Liam Livingston, that wicket, even though he conceded 3 sixes, he took the most important wicket because
I think
Powell
that
was
was
in
the
very
bait.
good rhythm.
That
The
was the
gamble
bait
actually
for
worked
Powell.
for England.
Yeah.
Of tossing the ball up, the gamble of tossing the ball up again and again and going for sixes actually worked for Liam Livingston. So huge credit to Liam Livingston for
They are
showing
just
that
lucky
bravery.
that Russell खड़ा नहीं हुआ.
Also,
नहीं तो यही
Yes.
चीज हम लोग डिस्कस करते हैं कि that wicket was the reason West Indies won.
also
Because
Sam
Russell
Curran
खड़ा
bowled
रहता
well
है,
today. Like he
3
did
over
not
पे
take any
वो
wickets.
West Indies 215 पे होता.
But
True,
Sam
true.
Curran bowled really well. He did not take wickets, but he was
Yeah,
able to
yeah.
keep Puran quiet. I thought Puran will definitely smash him, but even he kept Puran quiet. So
Actually, he's using the wind and dimensions of the ground because wind is
Yeah.
a huge factor. If you see a lot of Johnny
Yeah.
Bairstow sixes, they were just mistimed, but the wind,
Yeah.
he hit them in the wind. That was the intelligent thing he did. And
also
the wind
England
just carried
might be
them
the
to
only
six.
team using 7 bowlers. They are really lucky in this aspect. They have so many.
They
options.
have everyone. They are like
Yeah.
batting
That
deep.
is
They
so
have
we know
bowling.
already
Like,
about
I was
England.
worried.
They
I was
have
thinking
these
that
options.
Topley, who bowled phenomenally in the power play, I thought he will get smashed in the later overs, but they didn't bowl him. That's they have that luxury. They have 7 bowlers.
Very much agree with the Sam Curran. I mean, he was almost came in the second last, and it was a brilliant spell. I mean, Rutherford
Yeah,
could have
18 overs.
smashed,
Very
but
good from Sam
not
Curran.
do anything. Yeah, it was really good. Yep. Yes.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
only really
very
moment for West Indies was when they were able to pick 2 wickets in 2 overs. Like
I still feel that openers are not click. I mean, the partnership of not happening. These are not working out somehow. I really
Yeah.
miss Kyle Mayer still. I really do not.
Yeah,
Again,
Kyle
I
Mayer
agree.
should have opened.
Agree with
And
that. Yeah, but
that's why
never come.
during the IPL, everyone in the West Indies team wanted Sunil Narayan. Narayan bhai aa jao, Narayan bhai aa jao.
Super 8, you have only
Because
3
they
matches.
needed that opener.
Yeah, so I'm saying now, like Super 8, you only have 3. Each team has only 3 matches, and they have to win minimum
Yeah.
2 to qualify. So West Indies unfortunately has to chop and change immediately. They
Has to
can't
chop,
go with
yeah.
the same team again. So I would really like to see McCoy coming back because he's a very
Yeah.
good bowler. Plus Hetmeyer
Yeah.
coming back. I think he can add.
And Shepherd being dropped.
Yeah, Shepherd has
Shepherd has to be dropped. Yeah, that's it.
even Shamar Joseph. Maybe if somehow
They
he
can try,
fit in,
but they won't. They won't. I think with such crucial do and die match, I don't think they will give it
Yeah,
to.
Shamar is a risky gamble, but definitely Hetmeyer dependability and
Absolutely,
McCoy with
absolutely.
the bowling. You need those two. You need those
Yeah,
two.
yeah. Yes.
Also, guys, I want to update you. West Indies has actually slipped to number 4 position. Their net rate is actually lower than US.
Oh my
So
God.
US is minus 0.9, West Indies is minus 1.3. So now they actually have to win big against South Africa and US. Yeah.